Guys, it's Melanie from She's Stitchin', and it's been a while since I showed my face, so I wanted to say hello again and do a little bit of a follow-up on that yarn that I unboxed from my Amazon delivery quite a few months ago. So I actually ended up making two different mandala vests, and the first one has already gone to the person who ordered it, but I have the second one here, and it's really pretty and fun, and I'll give you a close-up look better when I'm not holding my camera to show you. And then I don't know if you remember, I showed you guys some dazzle twine, and I'll show you what I ended up making up with that. It turned out good for what I was making, but I don't really know what I would make with it in the future. Not what I expected. Not how it turned out. Wasn't how I expected at all. And then I also want to show you, if you've been following my channel and checking out my stitches, but you don't want to make a full blanket, this is something that you can make. Oh, there's some of my squares in the background. This is something you can make. It is my sample stitch scarf. So you can see it here, and I'll give you guys a better picture in just a second. Okay, so here we are in my filming studio, and I'll show you, this is the yarn I'm using for the scarf that I'm making. It's a penguin mousse. It's kind of fluffy. I'm pretty sure this is an old yarn. It was given to me from a stash. But it's a size 3 weight, and it's a little bit fluffy. But I think that's more appropriate for a scarf. It's a little bit more easy to move, I'd say. So like here we have the zigzag stitch, the V-stitch waffle, the bean, the post stitch, and with the floret, the ripple stitch, another row of bean, the cobble stitch I think looks pretty cool here. Then the grit stitch, another row of bean, and I love the way the star stitch looks here. The half double crochet 3 together, which I think is a great stitch for scarves. So these are all of my stitches that you can find on the channel. The V-stitch waffle, okay Billy, the rice stitch. Oh, Billy wants to say, make sure you like the video, right Billy? Okay. So that's the rice stitch there, or the tight weave, another row of bean, the zigzag puff, a Jacob's ladder, the feather stitch, a diamond trellis, the even berry. This one is the interlocking blocks, which I think looks really pretty in one pat color. And then on the top there is the V-stitch basket. So that's what I've been working on there with all of the other patterns from the crochet along. So if you're interested in doing this, it's the same exact pattern that's in the videos, except I only do a few rows of each pattern, just depending on how much I want. So I did about 4 rows of... Click the subscribe button? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Billy. And then, you know, it just depends on how much you want of each row, or of each different pattern. And then the other thing I want to show you guys is the really cool result from my Karen. So this was the Karen cake and the rainbow sprinkles color. So it was that size 4 yarn that I unboxed a few months ago at the beginning of quarantine. And this is the mandala blanket, or the mandala vest that I ended up making out of that. Let me show you guys. I really love it. And I did an extra, I'll share the pattern below in the description, but you can see how pretty it turned out. This yarn is cool. It has little red sprinkles, and especially in the green, it reminds me of like a guacamole or something like that. But there you can see. So this is just one cake of the yarn for the pattern, and I'll share the pattern for you guys. And then the new acquisition I just got is I got a lot of these Karen cotton cakes, and I was intending on making a lot more vests out of this same pattern for all the little girls in my family that need Christmas presents, but I'm not liking the way the flower is turning out on this because the color changed, so I'm gonna have to find a different pattern for that. You can see the cotton repeats, the colors just repeat a little bit, or they change a little bit too quickly, whereas with this rainbow vest, the rainbow yarn, and the regular Karen cake, you get that whole flower out of the one color, which I think looks really cool. So that's what I've been working on, and now I'm going to insert some photos of what I made with the dazzle twine. So here is my son's class pet that came to our house for the week. It's Larry the llama. I asked on my TikTok what I should make for him, and a lot of people said corn and pajamas, but I didn't have that much time, so I went with some saddlebags. So I made the saddlebags and the cactus out of a cotton yarn and some size 10 thread for the spikes there, and then I used the dazzle twine to make some corn. Now the dazzle twine, it just looks like a jumbled mess when I crocheted it together. I did think it looked okay for the corn cobs, but if I was trying to make anything else, it just looked like a kitchen scrubby or something. So I'm not really sure. If you guys, I'll show you a close-up here. Tell me if you have any better ideas besides just some little corn on the cobs. So that's what I've been working on besides the crochet long squares. I hope that you are having a good time learning all these new stitches. And if you have any ideas of something I can make with that dazzle twine, let me know, because I have a few different colors of it and I think it would be fun if I just had some inspiration on what to make. So I'll see you next time. If anyone asks where I am, just tell them she's stitching.